Well, howdy everybody out there in YouTube land. This is amateur artist Martin D. Chandler once again from Man Land. And, we've had a very long day today. Wednesday. Let's see what the date is. Yeah. January 8th. Very interesting day. And this is kind of a vlog type of entry. Today I ended up having to go to a funeral to bury one of my younger cousins who passed away, I think on a Saturday. Was it a Saturday?
What?
She passed away?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, my Aunt Linda.
The 4th.
The 4th?
January the 4th.
I think that was a Saturday. Let's see. Yep, Saturday. And had a very interesting experience there at the funeral home. I was asked to be a pallbearer. And everything was pretty cool. You know, you can never find anything funny and laughable about a funeral, and there's nothing funny about that at all. But sometimes you have to find the humor when you see it. And a very interesting thing happened at the funeral home. We ended up having to buy her some new shoes, along with a hair attached, for the funeral. But that was only after we got at the funeral, when we first arrived. I had to be there at 12 o'clock because I'm a pallbearer, and you had to be there at 12 o'clock. And, well, we got out of the truck, the Man Land Mobile, and was standing outside talking to some of the people that have arrived there, some of our close family members and friends. And I was speaking to them as well. And then right, a little bit after 12, I was directed to go in through the front of the funeral home there and to get a little information about what I needed to do, where I needed to go, and be in, you know, that type of detail stuff. So on the way in the front door, we noticed something on her shoes. It looked like she had stepped into some asphalt, like fresh asphalt. And they were coming off the bottom of her shoes. And she says, I don't know what I just stepped in, but it's coming off the bottom of my shoes. And she kicking, and there's black looking rubber asphalt looking stuff coming off her shoes. And I said, well, I didn't see any fresh asphalt out there in the parking lot. She says, I know. Says, I don't know what I stepped in. And she kept on kicking and kept on kicking. And finally a big clump fell off. I said, well, I don't know what you stepped in, but I got to go inside, because they're calling me in there. So we walk in the front door, and the guys who are the patrons of the facility there was guiding us through the hallways, back down the back ways, and then back toward the chapel. And we were sitting there having a conversation with the patrons of the funeral home. And I looked down and I seen where we was standing, there was a trail of black rubber all the way back down the hallway. And it probably wasn't 3 to 5 minutes. I was talking to a friend of mine he went to high school with me. He was there. Around the corner came one of the other patrons. He had a broom and the dustpan that has the handle on it. He come around the corner and he was sweeping up the rubber. The other guy said, well, where did that come from? And the dude that was doing the sweeping said, I don't know, man, but it's all the way up to the front door. And it was a long trail. And Lisa was standing there, and that's where the trail ended. And he said, excuse me, man, let me get this out from under your feet. And she picked her feet up. I mean, just that was it. We knew she had a blowout, but we had no idea how bad of a blowout. Let me show you the old shoes. Here's the shoes. You see rocks attached in. I mean, these things completely disintegrated right at the moment she stepped out of the truck on the property. I mean, you can see the steel reinforcements in there, the whole 9 yards. It was hilarious. I mean, they just completely went kaput. I mean, we got rubber hanging on the sides. There's one dangling there. And these things just completely just went apart. You know, so I can't explain it. I think the shoes just degraded that cheap rubber stuff. And there's like a foam deal in there, black foam. And it's got a little thin coating of the tread. I mean, it just like they exploded, like they melted and just started falling apart every time she took a step. And what was left of her shoes, the rocks were being attached to it. And she was almost barefooted by the time we got to the chapel. And it was hilarious. So we had to get her out the emergency exit door and haul butt up there to a shoe store there to get her those new shoes. And, well, there you go. So, I don't know. I think it might have been, it might have been this very thing here, is what I'm thinking. I'm not a superstitious person, but I believe my cousin Angie, who recently passed away, I guess her spirit must have said, wee, I don't like them shoes. And, well, there you go. That's the results of that particular episode. Well, until next time, folks, this is amateur artist Mark D. Chandler once again from Mainland, wishing you and y'all a very happy YouTube experience out there. And please remember this: while you have the opportunity, talk to your family and your loved ones. Give them a hug and let them know how much you care and love them. Because once they're gone, it's too late. But nothing's in vain. I'm sure my cousin remembers me very well, even now. And I miss you severely. Rest in peace, Angie.